ever wonder about the history of macaroni and how it's evolved over the years? No, it's not based off of Yankee Doodle. The word macaroni is derived from the Italian word macaroni, which refers to many different types of pastas, not just how we view macaronis as the short, tube-shaped pastas. Macaroni is believed to be derived from another word, makaria, from the Greeks, which is a type of barley food which was eaten at Greek funerals. This word was believed to be named after a Greek goddess, Macaria, who was supposedly Hades' daughter, although it's interesting that she hasn't been named in any of the classic Greek or Roman texts. So while macaroni has its origins in Italy, macaroni and cheese itself is from England. The earliest written version is found in a collection of ancient English recipes called the Form of Curry, written in 1390. The mac and cheese back then isn't exactly like the mac and cheese we're familiar to now, with a recipe for long noodles layered with shredded cheese and butter instead. Macaroni and cheese made its way across Europe and found its way in France. So how did macaroni come to America? When Thomas Jefferson was minister to France, he brought James Hemings with him, an enslaved chef. There Hemings trained as a chef, where he came across the mac and cheese. He introduced his adapted version of mac and cheese to Thomas Jefferson in 1802, which Jefferson liked enough to have it multiple other times. However, at the time, Mary Randolph took all the credit for introducing mac and cheese to the U.S. because of her book, The Virginia Housewife, which has the first recorded American version of mac and cheese. What most likely happened was that since Mary Randolph was a close cousin to the Jefferson family, she probably took notice of Hemings' mac and cheese and used it in her own book, which was highly successful. And so, the American people were introduced to mac and cheese, and happy. And then the Great Depression hit. Starting in 1929, the Great Depression was a global epidemic caused by the stock market crash and a collapse of money supply. To do this, there was a shortage in pretty much everything: money, employment, and food. Macaroni had become hugely popular in the 20th century due to its affordability, convenience, and military promotion during the Great Depression. James Lewis Kraft made the first boxed mac and cheese. Since it was both cheap and filling, it was practically a lifesaver during the Great Depression. Since its creation, boxed mac and cheese has been insanely popular. Modern day, over 1 million boxes of Kraft mac and cheese are sold each day.